Hi everybody, my name is David and this is the Cartoon Fortress YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel today. I am very excited to unbox a set from Indicator. This is one that I have been anticipating for a few months now, and this is the third box set in this particular series. And what we have here is Columbia Noir number 3. If you're not familiar with this series thus far, these are absolutely stellar releases of film noir titles. So in this particular box set, we get Johnny O'Clock, The Dark Past, Convicted, Between Midnight and Dawn, The Sniper, and finally, City of Fear. Excuse me. So this features those 6 films. This is a limited edition set. It's limited to a print run of 6,000 units. You can see here I have number 408 of 6,000. These are very, very well put together sets. I love the new style of packaging that they've gone with on these. So you have the cardboard inserts here with the films. And then you have the 120-page perfect bound book included with it as well. And then some very attractive cover design here with the belly band featuring the name of the films. And then on the side you have A Million Eyes, Wide and Wild with Terror there on the side. So typical packaging from Indicator, which is to say, it is absolutely stellar. So what I'd like to do is switch to the overhead camera and get the set unboxed so that you can know what to expect if this is a purchase that you're wanting to make. But also, after we unbox this set, I have 17 limited edition titles from Indicator to share with you. These are not box sets. These are their limited edition sets, but they're just the single film sets with the booklets included. So we have 17 of those titles to go over after we unbox this beauty. So let's go ahead and switch over to that camera now. Alright, so here is the Columbia Noir number 3 box set. Let's go ahead and take the shrink wrap off here so we can give you a closer look without the glare. Alright, so let me actually take the belly band off there. So here is the cover image or cover art here. A nice bold red here, I really like it. And there is the spine. So this includes 312 through 317 in terms of the spine numbers. And then there are the inner contents. There's a listing of some of the special features. Then let's drop down here to the films. So we have Johnny O'Clock from 1947 with a runtime of 96 minutes. The Dark Past, 1948 with a runtime of 74 minutes. Convicted, 1950 with a runtime of 91 minutes. Between Midnight and Dawn from 1950 as well, runtime of 89 minutes. The Sniper, 1952 with a runtime of 88 minutes. And finally, City of Fear, 1959 with a runtime of 75 minutes. All 6 films are in black and white. And this is a Region B locked set, it looks like. So you'll need a region-free player. If you don't own one and these international titles are something that you're interested in, I would highly suggest purchasing a region-free player. They're not too expensive. About $150 US dollars should be able to secure you a nice player. All right, so here's our belly band. List of the films. All right, so we'll go ahead and set that aside. Let's pull the contents out of our box here. Set that aside as well. All right, and I've already gone over the year and run times here, so I'll just show you the back. So this is directed by Robert Rosen, with Dick Powell and Evelyn Keyes. Great cover art here. And as always, we get great interior art. So there's the whole interior design. And there is, of course, our disc art. All right, next up we have The Dark Past. So we have William Holden, Nina Folk, and Lee J. Cobb. Love Lee J. Cobb. All right, and there's the back on that one. Again, great poster and picture of William Holden in this case. And there is our disc art. Oh, and sorry, so this one is directed by Rudolph Mattei, I believe is how you pronounce that. All right, next up we have Convicted with Glenn Ford and Broderick Crawford. Gosh, that's a great cast. With Dorothy Malone, Carl Benton Reed, Frank Phelan, and Will Greer. I honestly think Glenn Ford is probably my favorite film noir actor. I love Broderick Crawford as well, but yeah, Glenn Ford I think takes the cake for me. And this is directed by Henry Levin. There's the back on this one. Oops, come on. All right, another great poster and a shot of the great Glenn Ford. And again, wonderful disc art here. Next up, we have Between Midnight and Dawn with Mark Stevens, Edmund O'Brien, and Gail Storm, directed by Gordon Douglas. All right, going on the inside here, great poster and photo, and then here is the disc art. All right, coming on the last two films here, we have The Sniper, with Adolphe Menjou, Arthur Franz, Gerald Moore, Marie Windsor, and Frank Phelan. And not seeing... let's see, directed by Edward Dmytryk. It was in very, very fine print there at the bottom. All right, and there is the back. Really love the poster design on these old films. Very painterly, very artsy. I love them. Real works of art for sure. All right, and coming on our last film here, we have City of Fear. Really cool cover on this one. Starring Vince Edwards, John Archer, Patricia Blair, and Stephen Rich. This is directed by Irving Lerner. So 1959, so that's coming near the end of the film noir era, movement, genre. So again, great poster here. Really, really cool poster on this one. And there is our disc art. Really, all the posters are cool. But I like this with the eye and kind of the sectioned off poster. It's really neat looking. All right, so that does it for the films. Then we are greeted with a really wonderful, perfect bound, 120 page, I'll call it a book. It's not a booklet. Really wonderful books that we've come to enjoy from Indicator. We get the Columbia Noir #3 font on there, type on there. And just give you an idea of what to expect here. So we have a listing of the films. Here's our contents. If you want to read through those, you can. And then we get some notes at the end about the presentations and the credits. And yes, I love on these Indicator sets how they include the Three Stooges shorts on each of the discs. All right, so great photography. So we get film cast and crew information. Just beautifully presented and formatted here. So lots to read and enjoy with the great photography, and then at the end here we get the information about the presentations and special thanks and acknowledgments. So that is a great way to end the set. Just a beautiful book. All right, we'll go ahead and place each of these films back in. So we had City of Fear, The Sniper, Between Midnight and Dawn, Convicted, The Dark Past, and Johnny O'Clock. And Johnny's not wanting to go back in the box until now. All right. So here we have Columbia Noir #3 from Indicator, and this gets a big thumbs up from Cartoon Fortress. All right, well that Columbia Noir #3 set looks absolutely amazing. I'm really excited to get into that and watch those films. I've gone all the way through the first 2 sets and have absolutely loved them. So really excited to get into that 3rd set. So now I'd like to move over to the single film limited edition titles. Now I want to make note here that the first 2 that I'll be showing you here are actually now out of print. They went out of print after between when I purchased them and when they were delivered today. They went out of print, so that's just something to note. But the rest of these, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe the rest of these are still available. And then even with the 2 that are out of print, if Indicator follows suit, they will release a standard edition of these titles probably in the coming months. So first up, we have a film starring Gene Hackman, Karen Black, and Chris Christopherson, and this is Cisco Pike. This is from 1971 with a runtime of 95 minutes, and really excited to get this. My good friend, film blogger Sam, was really recommending this one to me, and so I'm glad again that I was able to get this before it went out of print. Here are the limited edition contents if you'd like to look over those. Now I'm not going to be opening each of these, but these do each come packed with a booklet. So this one was limited to 3,000 copies, and I believe the booklets included inside are somewhere around probably between 30 and 60 pages or so. They're like a stapled booklet. So there is Cisco Pike. So the other out-of-print title that I got is an Albert Brooks film. This is with Albert Brooks and Katherine Harold. This is Modern Romance from 1981 with a runtime of 93 minutes. There are, sorry about the glare, there are the special features on there. All right, next up, we have a John Gillerman production or directed film here. This has John Mills, Charles Coburn, and Barbara Bates. And this is Town on Trial. Now this is from 1957 with a runtime of 96 minutes, and this film is in black and white. All right, next up, I've heard mixed reviews on this one. I think this is maybe a little bit of a tougher watch. This is directed by St. John Klaus. This is No Orchids for Mrs. Blandish. Or Miss Blandish, I'm sorry. This is from 1948 with a runtime of 104 minutes, and this is in black and white. And I'm sorry, I don't know if I showed you the extra features on Town on Trial. Maybe I did, but if I did, you're getting them again. All right. And here, if I can get the glare off of there. So sorry, I've got my, in fact, there we go. Maybe. Sorry, everybody. There are the extra features on there. The bad part of filming next to my computer. All right, next up, we have from 1947, a runtime of 101 minutes. This is in black and white. They Made Me a Fugitive. All right, so this has got Sally Gray, Trevor Howard, and Griffith Jones. And this is directed by Cavalcanti. I'm not sure. There's the director name. I'm not sure on that. There are the included features. All right, next up, this is one of the newer releases from Indicator. This is from 1930 with a runtime of 97 minutes, starring Walter Houston and Phillips Holmes. And this is directed by the great Howard Hawks. This is The Criminal Code. There is, the special features on that one. All right, next up, this is a really interesting looking film. This is from Sam Raimi, 1985. There's two cuts of the film on here with a runtime of 87 minutes and 82 minutes. And good, my computer screen just turned off. And this is Crime Wave. Fun looking cover there. It looked just wacky enough that I wanted to give it a watch. Let me know if you've seen this film and what you think about it. Obviously Sam Raimi, known for Evil Dead, and this is one that I wanted to give a chance. All right, so lots of extra features included on that one. Next up, we have a film directed by John Brahm. All I had to do was see the name Vincent Price on this, and I knew that I wanted it. And this also stars Mary Murphy and Ava Gabor. This is The Mad Magician. This is from 1954 with a runtime of 72 minutes. and this is in black and white. There's your special features. All right, next up, we have a film with a strange name. This is actually directed by Paul Newman. And this is based on the 1971 Pulitzer Prize-winning play. This is The Effect of Gamma Rays on Man in the Moon Marigolds. So this is starring Nell Potts and Roberta Wallach, and again is directed by Paul Newman. This is from 1972 with a runtime of 102 minutes, and there are these special features. As always with Indicator, just a great showing with the supplements, and of course the essays in the included booklet. Just always a wonderful experience. All right, next up, we have an Anthony Simmons film starring Norman Beaton, Trevor Thomas, Floella Benjamin, Don Hope, and Oscar James, and introducing Paul Medford as Devin. This is Black Joy. This is from 1977 with a runtime of 99 minutes. There's your listing of special features. All right, next up, we're past the halfway point here. Next up, we have an all-star cast here. Vivian Lee, Simone Signoret, Jose Ferrer, Lee Marvin, Oscar Werner, Elizabeth Ashley, George Segal, Jose Greco, Michael Dunn, Charles Corvin, and Heinz Ruman, and also with Lilia Scala, directed by Stanley Kramer. This is Ship of Fools. From 1965. This has a runtime of 150 minutes. There's a look at the special features on that one. This really has me intrigued. To see Stanley Kramer's name attached to it as well was kind of the tipping point for me. All right, and speaking of names that make me want to buy films, we have Elliot Gould here in Jules Pfeiffer's Little Murders. This is from 1971 with a runtime of 108 minutes. Again, a healthy amount of supplements included there. All right, next up, we have a film starring Anne Haywood, James Booth, Rudolph Herinsky, Ann Todd, and Donald Wolfett. And this is a film by Jerry Weiss. This is 90 Degrees in the Shade. I hear this is another kind of tougher watch. This is from 1965. And there's a UK and a Czechoslovakia edition. They're 91 minutes and 83 minutes respectively. And there's a listing. You can see that listed at the bottom there, the two versions of the film. And there's your special features that are included. All right, down to our last four titles here. Next up, we have Robert Duvall, Verna Bloom, Henry Darrow, and Eddie Egan in Badge 373. I got this in the hopes that this is kind of a police procedural type film. This is from 1973 with a runtime of 116 minutes. And really excited by the cast as well. Big Robert Duvall fan. I'm sorry, I have not been indicating whether these are region locked or not. This is region B locked. With indicator, it's a mixed bag on if they're region locked or not. Quite a bit is region free, so it's definitely worth taking a look if you're if you're in the States like I am. There's quite a few of their titles that are region free. So next up we have a Haley Mills film directed by Sidney Gilliat. This is Endless Night. I've been intrigued by this one for a little while and wanted to pick this up while the limited edition version is available. I know they also recently released with Haley Mills and her father John Mills The Chalk Garden, which I'm sure I'll pick up soon as well. Some good special features on there as well. So this next film is interesting. This is Godfrey Cambridge, Estelle Parsons, and so this is written by Herman Roscher with music by Melvin Van Peebles, and this is directed by Melvin Van Peebles as well. This is Watermelon Man. I've heard a lot of interesting things about this. Quite the commentary on our culture as it pertains to racism, and it seems like a really interesting watch. So this is from 1970 with a runtime of 100 minutes. There is the special features. All right, last but not least, we have the great Robin Williams in Moscow on the Hudson. This is directed by Paul Mazursky. This is from 1984 with a runtime of 118 minutes. All right. So that is it in terms of the limited edition sets that I got. And then, of course, we have the Columbia Noir #3 box set. So really great showing here from Indicator. If you have an interest in these types of titles, if you like talking film or film collecting, I invite you to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Excuse me. The like button, and finally the bell icon that will notify you when I upload new videos in the future. And until next time, my name is David, and I hope you have an awesome day.